has been a lawsuit filed against the challenging the constitutionality of the new law by owner groups.
There is, in July, I think it was by mid-July, CHIP and RSA and about 6 or 7 named owners filed a lawsuit in federal court against the City of New York, the Rent Guidelines Board, and the Commissioner of DHCR. And the claims are primarily that the rent stabilization laws, including the amendments to the laws, violate the Constitution by denying due process and by taking property, taking property for public use without just compensation to the owners. That's the Fifth Amendment. So it's in the early stages. I'm sure there's been no answer filed to the complaint yet, and people may have questions about what the lawsuit's all about and procedurally what it's about. One thing. I am not a constitutional scholar by any means, but I know that the case was brought against the city and the Rent Guidelines Board and the DHCR Commissioner as enforcers of the law. They didn't sue the state of New York or the legislature. And one reason for that may be that, I don't think you can bring a lawsuit against the state about constitutional stuff. But what you can do is bring it against these other entities in federal court, rather than bring the matter in state court. The other thing, there has been, right around the time that the rent stabilization law was amended, about a week later, the U.S. Supreme Court issued a new decision concerning the taking of property rights, and they reversed some prior opinions of the Supreme Court from about 30 years ago. So there may be more room for the owner groups to pursue the takings claim under federal law as it exists right now under the latest Supreme Court ruling.